Welcome to Prep It, the meal prep series where we make food that's good for storing, it's highly nutritious, and of course tastes amazing. Today we're making a Korean beef rice bowl. It is of course easy, it is delicious, and it's relatively cheap as well. Let's do it.
Now starting off, what we're making is a sesame soy cucumber. This goes perfectly with the complete dish. What I have here is one continental cucumber, just slice off both ends, slice it in half, and then I'm using a mandolin to get really thin ribbons. If you don't have one of these, you can use a peeler, and you can cut the cucumber however you like, or if you don't even want to use it at all, don't worry about that. For the sesame soy, add 2.5 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce into a bowl with 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, and a little bit of ground white pepper, then whisk to combine. Add in all of the cucumber ribbons, then add in 1 teaspoon of sesame seeds so you can toast them for a little bit of extra flavor. Then mix this all together and allow that to marinate whilst we do everything else. This can be placed in the fridge. And this right here is the nutrition facts or the macro card for the sesame soy cucumber. The weights are supplied and this is for a single portion. Moving on, we need 2 spring onions or scallions. Just slice off that root, discard or save it for a stock. Then separate the green stem from the white root. And with the white root, we're going to thinly slice this into small rounds. This is going to be used in our beef. And with the green stem, slice this on a slight angle to create diamond or oval shaped pieces. And we're going to use this as a garnish. Now into a bowl, add half a cup of low sodium soy sauce, 1/4 of a cup of rice wine vinegar, and 3 teaspoons of toasted sesame oil. Remove and peel the skin from 10 grams or 0.3 ounces of ginger. Use a spoon, it's going to be the easiest method for minimal waste. And then with 3 cloves of garlic, we're going to run this along a microplane to create a paste. Add the ginger in there and combine them together. And add this into the bowl with the other ingredients. Along with that, we are going to need 1 tablespoon of honey. Make sure you scrape it all in there because it can get stuck in the bowl. And a little bit of ground white pepper to taste. I use ground white pepper just so we don't have chunks of black pepper in there. Then whisk this all together, making sure you break up the garlic and ginger. For the beef, we're going to need 1 kilo or 2.2 pounds of 90% lean beef. Add it into a bowl, then add in half of the marinade that we just made before. Get in there with your clean hands or put a glove on or use some spoons and just mix this all together until combined. And we can pop this aside for a few minutes whilst we prepare our rice. For the rice, place a saucepan onto your stovetop, add 300 grams or 10.5 ounces of washed jasmine rice, along with 500 milliliters of cold water, that's 2 cups. A little bit of salt to taste, then mix to combine just so it doesn't stick together. Place this over a high heat and bring it up to a boil. Then we're going to reduce the heat to low and cook this for 12 minutes undisturbed. I am also moving it out of the way to make way for a bigger pan because this is for the beef, and place this over a high heat. Once the pan's nice and hot, add in 2 teaspoons or 10 milliliters of either peanut oil or even rice bran oil. Any neutral flavored oil is good here, but more healthier ones are obviously more suitable. Add in the meat, spread it out so it's not sitting all in one clump, and we're going to let this cook for a couple of minutes just to gain a crust on it. Then we can start breaking this up, and what we're going to do is just cook this for about 5 to 6 minutes until the water content starts to come out and evaporate, and of course that beef is no longer pink. Add in the remaining marinade along with the white stem of the spring onion or scallion. Mix this all together, lower the heat to about medium-high, then just mix this around and cook for 2 minutes just for that sauce to glaze all over that beef. We don't want to overcook this because the sauce will just evaporate and you'll end up with dry beef. Double check it for seasoning, adjust if necessary, then remove it from the stovetop. And this right here is the nutrition facts or the macro cards for the Korean beef. The serving size is included and it's for a single portion. Going back to the rice, it's been cooking for 12 minutes. Turn it off the heat, leave the lid on for another 4 minutes. Then we can remove that lid and fluff the rice up with a fork or a spatula. This right here is the macro card for the rice alone, again with the serving size, and the nutrition is for a single portion. Now when it comes to serving up, you can just divide everything by 5 or use the weights that I supplied on those macro cards. It is a good idea to double check yourself as well, just because everything has different moisture levels and water retention. Split it up with the rice on one side, the Korean beef on the other, then add down that cucumber that we made at the beginning. And you can also add a little bit of kimchi here if you wanted to, it's completely optional. I'm also garnishing it with a little bit of sriracha mayo, sesame seeds, and of course that spring onion stem. But right here is the Korean beef meal prep bowl. It is absolutely delicious, it smells fantastic, and I cannot wait for you to try it. This right here is that complete dish macro card, again with the full serving size and for a single portion.
Now once you have these portioned out, let them cool down for about 20 minutes or so, then we can start placing on the lids. They'll last 3 days in the fridge and 3 months in the freezer. If you have frozen them, allow them to thaw overnight in the fridge before reheating. The easiest method for reheating is the microwave. I know it's not always the best, but it is the easiest. And with the kimchi and the cucumber, if you don't want to heat this up, obviously, just remove it beforehand, then add it back and you have a complete meal. Now with everything said and done, there is only one thing left to do, and that is of course we can then dig in. The beef has so much flavor without being overpowering, goes perfectly with the cucumbers and the kimchi. The acidity in that just balances it out really well. And then the rice just brings everything together. I highly recommend you try this recipe, and thanks for watching.